then I remember watching a video by Master Ray, and he just mentioned something really obvious, which is that I can start listening to podcasts every time my ears are free. So for example, I started listening to podcasts on my way to lectures, on my way to going and meeting up with friends, and I tried to make use of this spare time in every way that I could, and it completely changed my Mandarin learning journey. Now, Professor Nation recommends for output to be worthwhile, it should be only about things that you're quite familiar with, so you're not constantly searching for words. But then obviously, in order to push your abilities, you should be having the opportunity to try and use new things that you've learned. Your main goal here is to try and convey meaning to the other person and activate the knowledge that you've acquired from input and study time. So you can also use this time to test out things that you've learned in different ways. So the way you can do this is, for example, if you've learned a new sentence structure, you can then try and use it in a different context to the context which you originally used it in, and check whether you're using that right or not by having the native speaker in front of you and seeing whether they can understand what you're saying. As well as this, speaking can really help you notice the gaps in your knowledge, which you may not even be aware of, and then you can go back and use your input and study time to fill in those gaps. So examples of output could be recording yourself speaking and sending it to a native speaker, texting with native speakers and having conversations with natives, and even writing in the language, for example, starting a diary in the language and then getting a native speaker to check it.